Can you see this scale?
Yes,
So this
sir.
is 1 foot scale. So I can read it 0 at this end and 30 centimeters at this end. And somehow if I just break it, say exactly at the 10 centimeter point, here it is 0, here it is 10, here it is 30. If I exactly break it at the point of say 10 meters, so if I start measuring any dimension, so let us say this is the block, I want to measure the length. I will measure it as from 10 to, it is measuring to be 18.5 centimeters, because here the reading is 18.5 centimeters. So, but actually this block is not 18.5 centimeters long. Okay, that means if my reference is initially wrong and I take the reading with respect to it and read exactly, so it is giving me 18.5 centimeters. So I cannot rely on this particular observation. But at the same time, if I get say this block, I want to measure its length, it is coming out to be 17.5. This reading is also wrong. Now I'm putting the scale aside. Now I'm independent of the scale. I'm just comparing these two. For me, it is 18.5 centimeters long, and this one is 17.5 centimeters long. So what is the difference? How long is this object as compared to this? I have to take the difference of the two. So it is 1 centimeter, 18.5 centimeters minus 17.5 centimeters. It gives me 1 centimeter exactly, right? So this difference is true. Now, if I measure it with the help of a true scale, which is all intact, I'll measure it with 0 end over here. 0 end over here. It is measuring 8.5 centimeter, and this will be measuring 7.5 centimeters. Now, both the observations are also correct, but the difference again comes out to be the same. So if I measure some angle with respect to some shifted direction. So with respect to one direction, if I'm measuring one angle, if this direction is actually shifted, so I will be measuring some different angle. So angle of some other line, that will be different further, but the difference will be, or you can say the error will be same in both of them. And if I take the difference, what is the angle between the two lines?
Hello, sir. You are not audible.
Wait, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes. So I was talking of the angles. So that means if one angle is measured with respect to one particular direction, that is the magnetic north, and that is one line. So if the magnetic north is shifted from the true north, then of course my angle measurement will be a little bit erroneous. So there will be an error, say 1 degree or 2 degrees or say 10 degrees. But whatever amount this angle is differing, the same difference will be there if I measure the angle of some other line. So if from one point I am taking one survey line in that one direction, other survey line in the other direction, and bearing of both of these lines is taken from the magnetic meridian, and both of them are differing by the same amount. If I take the difference of the two, that will be error free. Okay, so this is what we basically do. We try to work out the included angle or angle between two survey lines using the magnetic meridians, magnetic bearings, sorry. So those magnetic bearings, though they have the effect of declination, they are not exactly measured from the true north. They have the effect of declination, but once you take the difference of the two, means bearing of two lines, and work out what is the angle between those two survey lines, then that difference remains the same, as I gave you the example of this block and this block. So that difference is coming out to be 1 centimeter, even if I measure it with an erroneous scale. So that difference becomes independent of my direction of the meridian. right? So this is the procedure that we carry out if you want to eliminate the error of that shifting magnetic north pole. Okay.
So I have a question, sir.
Yes, please go
So
ahead.
that means the measurement taken on 1 year will not affect the measurement taken after some years.
If you talk of one line only, if you talk of only one line, single survey line, and if I say it is at this much angle from the north, and today I have established, let us say 60 degree from north, and 1 year later, if you want to establish, want to verify the same thing from the same point, that may be different. It will not be exactly 60 degrees. It will be little less than that or little more than that, because the magnetic magnetic north pole has shifted. Okay, so that true that magnetic meridian has shown some shift. So that angle will be variable. But
So that means
if you establish, just let me complete. If you establish two lines from the same point and calculate the angle between those two lines today itself. So one bearing is 60 degree, other bearing is say 100 degrees. So angle between these two lines is 40 degrees. Okay. So that 40 degrees will remain 40 degrees forever. 1 year later, it may be 59 degrees and 109 degrees. Okay. Sorry, 99 degrees. So that difference will still remain 40 degrees. But the individual bearings may vary, but the angle between the survey lines, that will be same throughout. Yes. Is it clear, or you have still some query in it?
yes, sir. Now it is clear.
Okay, fine. Anybody else? So if there is no question, I think we should end over here only.
So
Yes,
that
please.
means we can use this compass survey in open traverse as well.
Yeah, compass survey can be done in open traverse as well as the closed traverse. But when we are going to use it in closed traverse, what you will find is that there is some error, closing error. So there are certain procedures in, if you go in details of those type of surveys, so there are certain procedures to eliminate those errors also. You cannot straight away rely on any equipment and without just thinking what that instrument is using. That's why I gave you in-depth knowledge of those that concept of meridians today, so that you can just feel what this magnetic compass is doing and what it is reading and how it, on what basis it is making any observations. And if that base is not fixed, it is shifting, obviously your readings are shifting. So if you have this kind of feel in your observation throughout the engineering, that means you will be able to understand what the equipments are using, and you are engineers, not the equipments. So you will be controlling those equipments, and those equipments or software will not be controlling you. Okay. So I think that is enough for today.